You're watching Carlyle's Picks, and YouTube has officially deleted my channel. Now, as I said in the description, this is not clickbait. This is actually legit. So the first question you're asking is, if they deleted my channel, how come I'm able to stream? How are you able to watch this video, either live or after the fact? Well, because I have many channels, and the specific channel that was deleted, which I'll show you in a second, was my Your Fast Life car channel. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the channel, and let me open up the chat for you guys to comment below. But yeah, they've deleted my car channel for no reason. I spent some considerable amount of time trying to find any kind of email from YouTube explaining why. I'm going to show you what happens when you go to the page. What's up, Opa Gangnam? So let me show you my channel, what it looks like now. So just bear with me one moment. Let you see that this is in fact legit. All right, so here it is. Okay, hey, I don't know how to pronounce that. Alfie Jim 100. So here's what my page looks like now. This is currently what you see when you go to car channel. Now, if you read what it says on top, you can see it's saying this account has been terminated due to multiple or severe violations of YouTube's policy against spam, deceptive practices, and misleading content or other terms of service violations. Look, I'm sorry, the share just died. Let me share it again. Active window. Okay. So here it is. Yeah. So this is the only indication of the channel being deleted. It says multiple server violations of YouTube policy against. So here's the first thing that's strange. It says violations against YouTube policy against spam, deceptive practices, and misleading content. All right. Now keep in mind, this is the platform where most of the major YouTubers have, as a strategy of success, produced grossly misleading content. Like, for example, many of you saw, I think, the end of last year, it was a thing to do a video saying that you're deleting your channel. None of them deleted their channels. That was the thing. Everyone's, oh, I'm deleting my channel. Or you would say something like YouTube shutting me down or something like that, when that was totally not true. There's just exaggerating. People would, oh no, YouTube's deleting your channel. Oh no, and people would watch and they would get views. That's a common practice. If it's such a thing that's frowned upon, then there'd be no way that major YouTubers with multi-million subscribers who are getting tons of views would be able to get away with that. It would never be a pattern. The word would spread that if you do this kind of stuff, you're going to get your channel suspended, you're going to get channel strikes. So clearly YouTube allows that, but yet supposedly they have a claim against policy against misleading content. So, and this is nothing that is unfamiliar. YouTube is very two-faced. They say one thing and then you find out that the opposite is actually true. They have policies that they selectively enforce. You have good YouTubers who've lost their channels, like mine, and then they go in a fight and they get a channel back. And then you have bad YouTubers that have been on here for years, producing a lot of content that violates the rules, and somehow they're able to survive. I've seen things like porn. People have porn. Yes, porn on YouTube. I've seen all kinds of stuff, people posting entire movies, which is a major copyright violation. people stealing other people's videos, all kinds of things. I mean, it's like the digital wild west, and this is nothing new. A lot of YouTubers, sorry to really be a little bit harsh, but the reality is a lot of YouTubers have had essentially their heads up their asses. You know, people have built channels, and they're, you know, if they're being successful with it, then it's like, oh, everything's good. And they've been kind of blind to a lot of the things that have been going on, a lot of the risks that have been occurring, and a lot of bad things have been going on. And people, rather than, you know, be fully vested in the platform and pay attention to what's happening, and rather than just focusing only on your channel, because your channel is doing good, that's all you care about. But this platform is something, it's a community. If the platform has issues, I think that it's not going to affect you one day. So it was very ironic to me at the end of last year. I mean, over a year ago, I think multiple years ago, probably 2 years ago, I had been talking about a lot of the things where, you post videos and no one sees your videos and all this kind of stuff. And, I spoke to YouTube directly. I spoke to other YouTubers, and I was dismissed. People said all kinds of things about, I don't know, just all kinds of, just not wanting to accept it. I even tried to get YouTubers together. Let's get together and see if as a community we can fight against these issues. And believe it or not, I got some level of animosity from some creators. It was just very, very bizarre. And then you have big YouTubers that lost their channels, and all of a sudden everybody's like, oh no, YouTube is falling apart. No, YouTube has been like this for a long time. This is nothing new. All this stuff that you see happening, it is nothing new. It is just getting more attention now because you have people like PewDiePie who finally got affected by the nonsense. Malcolm, what's up? How are you doing? So yeah, so they deleted this channel, and the only way I knew this channel was deleted was because I wanted to show someone one of my videos, and I couldn't find it. I was using Roku, I think it was, and I couldn't find it. And I said, this is really bad. YouTube is bad. I know the channel name. I know the video title name. And even searching for that, I can't find my own videos. Then how is anyone supposed to find them? I'm specifically looking for the video. If you're not looking for it, you're never going to find it if I can't find it, right? So then I went on YouTube another time on the computer instead of Roku and try to find it, and I couldn't find it. I haven't been posting on there for a while, so I wasn't sure. Like, I went into YouTube, and you can choose different channels, and I chose your Fast Life Motorcycle channel, and normally wherever I can choose that, I would see the car channel, but it was missing. So I said, what the hell is going on? Where is your Fast Life car channel? So then I Googled it from getting outside of YouTube. I just Googled it, and I found a link. That's one of the things, you'll have old links that'll show up in Google longer. So even after the channel's gone, there's still links to it. So I found a link to one of my videos or something. I clicked on that, and then I ended up here. I think it said the video didn't remove because the channel that has been terminated. So I clicked on the channel name or whatever, and this is what I see. So I went searching through my emails because I didn't have any strikes. The channel was in good standing. All I'm doing is that was my car channel. Specifically built it to focus on car content. I was doing car reviews. I did the Detroit Auto Show. I had a great Ford GT video where I did a walk around. I'm talking about the car and the features. Like, what in the hell is deceptive content about that? The videos were highly rated, lots of thumbs up. So the community didn't have a problem with the videos. They were enjoying the videos. I was getting views, good comments, good ratings. But somehow I end up with this nonsense with no strikes. That's the thing you got to think about. It's not like, oh, I had a strike for this, I had a strike for something else. And then this is the final straw is when you posted the video about Toyota, and it was actually about a lollipop, I'm not being serious, but, it's not like I had a bunch of strikes and then this is the third strike and then boom. It's 1 minute your channel's up and running and everything's good to go. The next minute, your channel is just gone. All your videos, all your hard work, which you weren't even getting any money for anyway, completely gone. This is the reason why I keep telling people, I don't want to knock on anyone's dreams. If you want to be a YouTuber, you want to be a full-time YouTuber, go for it. But just realize that you can't really take this platform seriously. It's something that you have to go into with the idea that, maybe I'll make it, maybe I won't, but I'm definitely going to have a backup with something a little bit more solid, because you have to realize the idea of trying to do YouTube but full-time, this is how you make your living, is similar to, a young kid who says, I want to be an NFL star. Now, obviously, NFL stars exist, so some people make it there, but what is the percentage of people that actually make it to be in the NFL, right? What is the percentage of people that actually make it to be in the NBA, right? What is the percentage of people that go into the music business and become, platinum record selling, whatever, where they're, making all this money? It's a very, very small percentage. Most people will not make it. So if you're going to be going down that route, then you definitely need to have a backup, something that's a little bit more feasible, a little bit more tangible, just in case it doesn't work out. But the thing about YouTube is even worse than becoming, NFL or whatever, because even after you've made it, you can actually, there have been channels with multi-million subscribers, and, somehow some nonsense, the channel gets deleted or whatever it is, so it's like, and then they'll change things overnight. So for example, things could be one way, like, let's say, okay, here, back in the day, reply videos was a thing, right? If you had something interesting to say about a popular topic, you could post a video with your commentary responding to a popular video, right? And if your video was decent, you would get some good views. You'd get some good views because YouTube would automatically associate your video with the popular video, right? And then if it's good, people will like it and they'll watch it, comment on it, whatever. YouTube sees that, then you get a lot of views based on that, right? Then all of a sudden, it was like overnight, they removed that feature, right? So that was a big part of your success. You were, and I know people were, and the reason why they did that, because people were like spamming, right? They were like the reply girls. Reply girls were up there doing their crappy videos, showing their breasts and whatever, and not really adding any value. And because of that, rather than fix that, rather than find a way to, and this is the kind of thing that YouTube does, rather than figure out a way to address the issue of people taking advantage of this and putting together basically crap content, just trying to take advantage of this reply system, rather than target those and remove those, they shut down the feature completely. So now the idea of replying, that's no longer can be a strategy. If that was a key strategy of your business model on YouTube, you could see your channel destroyed overnight. That's the way YouTube gets down. You have these what people were doing. People were doing reaction videos, right? Reaction videos, clear violation of YouTube terms and service, but they for some reason allowed it. Some people got really, really big doing it. And you might see these big channels doing it and think, oh, this is legit. I mean, these big channels are doing it, so it's legit. Then overnight, they actually started enforcing their policy and start flagging down a bunch of videos and channels. This is after you've spent the last 6 months building up your reaction channel, and just like that, you're wiped out. I know some people would argue that sometimes in the business world, more traditional businesses, these things can happen, but it's certainly a lot more prone on YouTube, because this is not a rare thing or something like that, or an anomaly. This is normal. This is the way YouTube is. This is the kind of company YouTube is. They can be very, very disorganized, very, very inconsistent. And it's like they've built this monster of a platform that's too large for them to handle. You have a massive amount of creators, a massive amounts of videos and channels, and then you have this small, staff in terms of people who actually work for YouTube that's somehow supposed to support and manage all of this. And it's just like, to give them at least some kind of credit. I mean, that's an insane undertaking. How can you manage all these channels and all these creators? So unfortunately, they try to automate a lot of things, and automation is where you have things like, for example, probably why my channel is deleted. Maybe this was an automatic thing, right? Because I'm sure no one at well, I shouldn't say that, but no one on YouTube would look at my channel and say, "Hey, this channel needs to be shut down. It's violating our policies." No one would say that. And I say I shouldn't say that because, unfortunately, there's a good amount of people that work for YouTube that I don't know what's on their resume. I don't know what it took for them to get hired, but I've definitely seen incompetence from people there to be not something that is all that unusual. I mean, if I were to bump into someone at YouTube who appeared to me to be incompetent, I frankly would not be surprised. I would not be like, whoa, YouTube guys are normally much better than this. No, I am at the point where nothing surprises me. So for people that are looking at this as a career, I mean, you've got to have a backup plan. You've got to have a backup plan. Don't get caught up. And I think some of the people who are most at risk are those who are the more successful ones, because they see all the money coming in and the channel's growing and everything seems great, and they're blind to the problems. They don't pay attention. They're too busy trying to stay relevant and come up with cool videos and editing and traveling or whatever it is they're doing to keep their channel running, that they're not aware of the problems. And some big people, many big channels have gotten hit with that. While they're in their own zone, tunnel vision, all of a sudden one day they get shut down, they get deleted, or they find their revenues dropping and they're like, what the hell is going on? Meanwhile, this has been going on for quite some time, but it's just like it finally hit them, right? And that is the nature of YouTube. So again, I searched in my emails. I don't see any emails saying that your channel suspended, because I'm like, my channel's legit. So I want to go and obviously challenge it. I can't even challenge it because I don't see an email to respond to, right? There's no email for me to respond to. I don't see anything about you have a strike on your channel or anything like that. All I see is people commenting on my videos. Now, I was actually talking to a really cool YouTuber. There he is right there, DT Rockstar1. He's an awesome guy. He's also a car enthusiast. He does some really awesome videos. And he has been dealing with some of the stuff that I've been dealing with. As you can see, he's got 35,000 subscribers. I have just crossed 30,000. But yet the amount of views that we're getting, it doesn't even match when our channels were much smaller. I mean, when I had 10,000 subscribers, I think getting 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views on a video was not a big deal. And definitely 2013, 2014, maybe even 2015, if I did a good video about anything that was popular, anything that was, a big new car that was coming out that everybody was looking for, like the Dodge Demon, for example. That Dodge Demon video would have easily done 150,000 views, 200, 300,000 views, or much, much more. I have a video which was 700,000 to 800,000 views. It was the #1 ranked for its keyword, just for the word. If you typed in electric motorcycle for a year to 2 years, my video was the first one of all the videos online, even beating Jay Leno. My video was the first one to come up. Now I post a video about the Dodge Demon, which from all the videos I've seen has the most details about the car. And I spent a lot of time, I think it was my day off, I spent editing it and putting it together. And I don't think I've even crossed 800 views yet with 30,000 subscribers. You can see DT Rockstar1 did a video April 3rd. He got 1,300 views on this video. He always gets good ratings though. This is decent rating, 69 likes, only one thumb down on it. And we were actually talking. This is one of the reasons that spurred this live stream. We were actually talking about, what's been happening on YouTube with not getting the views. How now when I post a video, I can get like 50 to 150 views with 30,000 plus subscribers. And it's just mind-boggling. And he was mentioning the same thing. He says in 2013, I was getting 50,000 to 100,000 views for many of his videos. Now it's hard to even get 1,000. You know, and that is the platform. Those of you guys thinking about doing YouTube for full time, here's a guy, loves cars, does great videos, great content. It's unique. It's not the same stuff everyone else is talking about. He likes to pick out special cars. So he's got a nice niche, and he does great editing. And this is what YouTube is doing with his channel, 1376 views. And I know that you got idiots out there that's going to say it's his content. It is not his content. You have guys out there that are putting out crap content that are getting 5-10 times the amount of views that he's getting. And that's how it works. You have some channels that have blown up out of nowhere for no reason whatsoever, no legitimate reason, not because their videos are so amazing or anything like that. That is the reality. If you want to invest your future into a platform that is like this, I mean, that's on you, but I highly recommend against it. It's still, it's hard for me to say this. I want to say it's a great platform, and I guess in some ways it is, which is why I would want to even say that. But as good a platform as it is, it's also equally awful. It's weird. It's a yin-yang thing. It's as bad as it is good. It certainly has a lot of potential, but because of the inconsistencies and you know, just all the problems and the way the company is run, you know, you just have a backup. Any of you guys looking to do this full time, just have a backup. Just look at this and the many other experiences like this. Many other people who have had their channels deleted and you know, all kinds of things. They've removed videos. You know, let that be a lesson to you that this is the platform that you are investing your future in. Everybody is at risk for these kinds of things. You have guys on there posting racist videos, pornography, copyright violations, people doing stuff, anti-gay videos, videos against women. I mean, all kinds of stuff. You name it. There's guys with hundreds of thousands of subscribers that are doing this, violating policies as a platform, like this is what their channel is about. The channel essentially is about doing something that is a violation of YouTube policies, but yet they're allowed to grow. And then you have a channel like mine that this is you know, right now YouTube is being boycotted right now because of this kind of stuff. You know, bad stuff. Advertisers don't want their videos to be seen on these kinds of they don't want their ads to be seen on these kinds of videos. You have a channel like mine that is extremely advertiser friendly. I don't curse. I mean, my videos you could watch with a 5-year-old. Most of my videos you could watch with a 5-year-old. Family friendly, advertiser friendly. This is just the type of content that YouTube would want or should want, because YouTube is in the business of making money through advertising, right? So people that are producing quality content that is advertiser and family friendly should be like a gold mine to YouTube, right? But somehow my channel, DT Rockstar One, and many other great YouTubers on this platform, it's like, I don't get it, you know? I mean, I guess I do get it. The platform just has many issues. So I gotta get back to the office guys, but let me just take a quick look through the comments. So the car guy 18, that's awful. Yep, that is awful. YouTube has terrible communication issues. Same thing happened to me. Never figured out what happened. Malcolm Tolliver. C. Kim, I blame it on SJWs and their hate videos. They started advertisers pulling out. Grape Seeds, a lot of people I follow have had nothing good to say about the changes on YouTube. People have to remember that if you do not own your platform or business, changes can be made without your consent. That is correct. If you don't agree with what's happening, YouTube didn't pay. What's happening? YouTube didn't pay when it first started. They can do whatever they want. Yep, that's right. Hexler 2002 says boycott YouTube. Yeah, you know, it's already happening, man. But the thing about that is now they're like, it's like you have this this what's the expression I want to use? Like imagine you have a beast and you put him in a cage or something, you know, and that beast gets even more wild, you know. You corner, or maybe cornering a beast is what I'm thinking. You corner a gorilla or a lion, right? I mean, you might not like the results. So YouTube now being afraid, oh, we're being boycotted, so now we're just going to start deleting channels and videos and just going crazy, you know. So yeah, we want to kind of scare them into action, and maybe that's what it takes. Start the initial momentum of them being afraid and taking action where there's massive collateral damage, and then over time, as they start to kind of settle in to things, we can have a new and better YouTube. So maybe a lot of channels and videos have to die. There has to be a lot of bloodshed on YouTube before the rebirth can begin, you know, because what's the alternative? I mean, if you don't get YouTube's attention to where they start doing things about stuff and taking things more seriously, then we're never going to get a better platform. So they are keywords to shut channels down. Vimeo, is that free? Yeah, good luck with that. CKM is saying get investors and start a competing platform. The big problem with that is, one of the things, I'm gonna end the stream on this note. The big problem with that is you have to remember YouTube is owned by Google, and Google owns the world. I don't mean they own the world, but here's the thing. Google is a monopoly on a whole different level. Google knows more about you people than you know about yourselves. You're sitting on there, you're searching for all kinds of things. Now, how can they know more about you than you know about you? Because are you running analysis on the things that you're searching for on YouTube? YouTube has access to all that information, all the stuff you're looking for online, right? So they can easily put that stuff in a database and run all kinds of analysis and algorithms and figure out a lot of things. Like, generally in the winter, you tend to spend more money. Like, you might not even realize that because you're not tracking it, but they have all the data. So think about knowing more about you than you know about you, and think about this as a global thing. So people that are inventing new products, coming out with new companies, they're right now online Googling. They're Googling relevant to these new ideas they're coming up with. Google can see all of that, right? So Google can see trends before they begin, right? If a bunch of people start searching for a certain thing, Google will know that first. If you want to create a competing platform, this is what you're up against. Google obviously favors their own video content when you do searches, right? So when people search for something on Google, right, which video is going to come up first? The one on the competing platform or the one on YouTube? So not to say it can't be done, but Google is a monster. Anyway, on that note, I gotta get back to the desk. All right, guys, I gotta tonight try to figure out what's up with your Fast Life car channel. It's insane, very, very disheartening for this to happen. But I'll have to spend some time tonight trying to figure out what the deal is. Thanks everybody for joining in, and now I have to go and make actual money. Oh, and as a bonus for those of you guys that stayed this long in the stream, let me show you guys. Let me make a relation, real deal on how this platform works. Let me show you revenue. I'm gonna show you revenue. I'm gonna show you statistics right now as I'm walking to my desk. Hopefully no one says anything confidential in the background since I'm live. So I'll have to shut this down pretty soon because anything that's not supposed to be heard. Okay, I can't show you guys revenue for particular. that is a problem. But I can show you. To all right. It's hard to show. Okay, there you go. That hides it. Okay, so let me show this to you guys real quick before I end the stream. Just as a thank you. Where is this? $30,000 plus subscribers. $39. Think, you're using that YouTube money to fly around the world and drive nice cars and all this kind of stuff. Well, this is what all those views are generating the last 30 days. So there you have it. Anyway, back to work to make some real money. Not this, what do you call this, penny? I don't know. All right, guys.